Yamaha QT50. Time to do some Yama-haulin. Had some problems with my iPhone here, so the audio may cut out, the video may be problematic. Anyhow, if you watch my previous Yamaha QT50 video on this one, I had it running and then it would cut out at full throttle and just die on me. And I thought I was just running too rich. So, yeah, there's the audio cutting out and the video getting grainy. But anyways, so I stripped it down, put the original intake on it, and put the original carburetor back on it, and was still having the same problem. As you can tell, it runs kind of rich at first, and then once it gets up to operating temperature, it seems to run a little better. And then, of course, part of that is the PW50 gears on this. It's kind of geared for top speed instead of takeoff, because I'm all about top speed. So anyway, I put the original carburetor back on it, and I put a 102.5 main jet on it, which is actually probably spot on. This has got the 60cc top end, the MLM exhaust, mesh air filter, and I'm trying to think what else as far as performance parts. It's got the big tires. You can see the temperature gauge down there on the lower right, on the forks. And it's about 45 degrees out. And this thing, well, I'm skipping ahead here. So, stock car back on, still having the same problem where it ran a little bit further, but it would just cut out and die at full throttle. So at that point I was like, alright, it must not be the carburetor. Lord knows I've chased my tail forever, messing with the carburetor, the float level, different jets, different main jets, different pilot jets. Oh Lord, different float level heights. Just pulling my hair out on this thing. And finally I was like, well, you know, the VM18 carburetor and then the stock carburetor have the same problem, so it can't be the carburetor anymore. So on kind of a hunch, I said, well, I'm going to put a new ignition coil on this stupid thing. Maybe it's just losing spark at, you know, high RPMs. So I get a new ignition coil, pop it on, problem solved, and away we go. I've also got the GPS on my iPhone in my pocket on this ride. And as you can see, I'm in the unmetered zone of the speedometer here. I'm going uphill, and I think I reach temperature like 317, which is fine. And then later on, I go up to like 341. Of course, the video's screwing up on me here. I'll make another video. I don't know what's wrong with my iPhone. And now the audio's off with the video. So, not sure what happened there. I think we come to a section here where I get some, yeah, the audio's way off with the video. Oh well. Hey, I took the video, I wanted to post it. This gives me an excuse to make another one later today. That's too bad. Alright, cleared up there. So I get to a top speed, And this is with the stock carburetor, and I can go faster with the VM18. Get to a top speed of 40.7 miles an hour. So basically 41 miles an hour on the Yama-hopper. We broke the 40-mile-an-hour barrier. I think with the VM18 Mikuni carburetor, I can probably get it to 45. And then from there, we're going to shoot for 50 miles an hour. Not sure how I'm going to do that, although I do have a few tricks up my sleeve. It's running a little hotter than I would like with this stock carburetor. So the only problem is to put the VM18 on, I've got to pop the frame off the engine and put on the different intake. Although I dreaded doing that, but doing this for this stock carburetor only took me about 15 or 20 minutes. So I've taken everything apart and put it back together so many times that anymore it's a piece of cake. And I just ordered from pwonly.com their 60cc kit, really just to get their custom cylinder head for a 44mm piston. It's a bit bigger than the stock cylinder head, which I've got on it, or actually, the cooling fins are a bit bigger, so I wanted to test that out. And they also have a 19mm and a 21mm carburetors for sale. Actually, with intake and air filter, kind of the complete set. I was going to look into that later to explore the full potential of the Yamaha QT50. Yeah, we want to get above 50 miles an hour. We want to get that speedometer pointing straight up and down. Or straight down. Straight south, at least. So anyways, got her running after months of tearing my hair out over this thing. And we broke the 40-mile-an-hour barrier. Do a quick look at this thing. There's the MLM exhaust. And yep, the audio is way off. And there, well, you can't really see. There's a stock carb with the mesh air filter. And you don't really get much of a look at the top end. But anyhow, we're making progress. Hey, thanks for watching. Stay tuned. Sorry about the video quality.